Meta's smart glasses versus VR headsets, the future of XR in 2025. Smart glasses are getting VR a run for its money, and Meta's 2025 earnings are a testament to this unexpected turn of events. As we approach Christmas 2024, Meta's virtual reality and augmented reality products were flying off the shelves, setting records. However, 2025 has brought a significant shift for Meta's Reality Labs division. The company's focus has shifted towards smart glasses, with sales figures that are changing the game. In his weekly column, Nick Sutrich, senior content producer at Android Central, dives deep into the world of VR, exploring everything from new hardware to upcoming technologies. He reveals that Meta's CFO, Susan Lee, has reported 2 consecutive quarters where Reality Labs revenue was primarily driven by increased sales of Ray-Ban Meta glasses, with lower Quest headset sales offsetting this growth. This trend was evident in both the Q2 and Q1 2025 earnings reports, indicating a growing consumer preference for smart glasses over traditional VR headsets. Looking ahead, the next 6 to 12 months will be pivotal for Meta's Reality Labs division. The company is set to unveil another pair of Oakley Meta smart glasses based on a stylish Sphera design, along with a 3rd generation of Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. Additionally, Meta is gearing up to release its first pair of smart glasses with screens integrated into the lenses. These advancements promise to revolutionize the way we interact with technology. Meanwhile, the future of the Quest 4 remains uncertain. Reports suggest that the project has been put on hold in favor of a radically new design, resembling goggles rather than a traditional VR headset. With the anticipated launch of Android XR just around the corner, the pressure is on for smart glasses to continue driving Meta's XR hardware revenue upwards. However, things haven't been going according to plan for Meta's Quest ambitions. While the Quest 2 made a splash in the market outselling the Xbox, the Quest 3 hasn't enjoyed the same level of success. Exact sales figures for the Quest 3 remain unknown, but indications from lower player counts in Quest 3 exclusive games, compared to their Quest 2 counterparts, suggest a decline in popularity. Meta's acknowledgement of lower-than-expected sales further confirms this reality. To address this challenge, Meta has made some strategic moves. Last summer, the company revamped the Quest Store, now known as the Horizon Store, allowing indie developers direct access to the main listings, without the need to start in the App Lab section. Meta has also increased transparency with developers, providing valuable insights on optimizing user engagement and encouraging the development of free-to-play content. Despite initial setbacks, promising titles like Batman Arkham Shadow and the upcoming Deadpool VR, along with a hardware partnership with Xbox, have generated excitement among gamers. But the real star of the show has been AI-powered smart glasses. By February 2025, Meta had already sold over 2 million Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses, leading to a massive production ramp-up to meet demand. These glasses, priced similarly to the Meta Quest 3S, offer a lower manufacturing cost, making them an attractive option for both Meta and its investors. The recently launched Oakley Meta HSTN smart glasses have introduced significant improvements in image stabilization and battery life. Expectations are high for even more advancements in Meta's fall 2025 smart glasses lineup. Meta's recent $3.5 billion investment in EssilorLuxottica, the parent company of Ray-Ban and Oakley, signals its commitment to expanding its smart glasses offerings. However, the success of AI glasses came as a surprise to Meta. The initial launch of Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses in October 2023 was met with unpreparedness from Meta AI, which only publicly launched in April 2024. Nevertheless, the product's transformation and subsequent sales boom throughout 2024 demonstrated the potential of AI glasses in the market. Moving forward, one of the biggest challenges facing VR headsets is their bulky size, weight, and unappealing aesthetics. Meta has been working to address this by designing VR headsets that resemble glasses, aiming to reduce the social stigma associated with wearing large headsets. Prototypes showcased by Upload VR provide a glimpse into the future, where Meta's investment in AR/VR technology is enabling the delivery of commercially viable products ahead of competitors.
While the vision of a standalone glasses-like form factor may still be a few years away, rumors suggest that the Meta Quest 4 will adopt a design similar to Meta Orion smart glasses, departing from the traditional Quest headset design. This approach caters to consumers who prefer sleeker, more stylish options for mixed reality and virtual reality gaming. The convergence of regular glasses and VR headsets is the direction Meta is heading in for the next few years. Project Puffin, the current hardware under development for the Meta Quest 4, is envisioned as a lightweight pair of smart goggles, weighing less than 100 grams, with all the necessary battery and computing components housed in a portable iPod-like device. In comparison, the current Quest 3 weighs over 500 grams, highlighting the significant difference this design change will make. Until the Meta Quest 4 becomes a reality, likely in late 2026 or early 2027, Meta will continue to release a range of smart glasses in various form factors and price points. The success of Meta Hypernova, featuring a single lens display and SEMG gesture bracelet, will be closely watched. Will it gain traction at a smartphone price level, or will consumers gravitate towards these glasses due to their affordability? Comparable to a standard pair of Ray-Bans? The answer will be revealed within the next 12 months. As the landscape evolves, one thing is certain: the future of VR and AR is becoming increasingly intertwined with the convenience and style of smart glasses. Meta's pivot towards this direction is a strategic move that reflects the changing preferences of consumers and the potential for widespread adoption of wearable technology. Reality check. Facebook's $4.5 billion loss in Q2 2025? What does it mean? Imagine pouring billions of dollars into a venture and still finding yourself in the red. That's the reality for Facebook's Meta Reality Labs, which reported a staggering $4.5 billion loss in the second quarter of 2025. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite the massive losses, the company's AR/VR segment continues to push forward, raising questions about the long-term viability of this investment. In comparison, during the same six-month period in 2024, the segment lost $8.3 billion. These numbers are staggering, but they also highlight the immense investment and risk involved in pioneering new technologies. For those interested in more detailed coverage on Facebook and its financial reporting, stay tuned with Shack News. We'll continue to provide in-depth analysis and updates as they become available. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Why is Facebook, Meta, continuing to pour money into Reality Labs despite these massive losses? Some argue that the potential of AR/VR technology is too great to ignore, and that these losses are a necessary investment in the future. Others, however, question whether the company is chasing a pipe dream, and whether these resources could be better allocated elsewhere. And this is the part most people miss. The true value of AR/VR technology may not be immediately apparent, but it could revolutionize industries ranging from healthcare to education. But is the current approach sustainable? Bill, also known as Rumpo, is a lifelong gamer and a die-hard Toronto Maple Leafs fan. He has made a name for himself through his guide writing and deep understanding of editorial SEO. Bill enjoys crafting engaging content, whether it's a wild feature or an in-depth collectible guide. If you have any questions or comments about his articles, feel free to tweet him at RumpoPlays. From the chatty, the future beyond Meta Quest and Vision Pro is coming in glasses form. What will VR look like then? The next revolution in tech isn't on your wrist or in your pocket, it's on your face. Imagine a world where your glasses don't just correct your vision but also power AI-driven augmented reality, blend virtual and real environments, and even track your hand gestures without a single wire. That's the future Mark Zuckerberg, Tim Cook, and Sundar Pichai are racing to build. But here's where it gets controversial. Will VR headsets like the Meta Quest and Apple Vision Pro fade into history? Or are they just the first step towards something far more intimate? Smart glasses that live on your face 24/7. Let's dive in. For years, VR headsets dominated the mixed reality space, but the tide is turning. Meta's CEO recently declared that the future belongs to AI-infused glasses, a vision shared by Apple, Google, and Samsung. These companies are no longer just competing in smartphones or smartwatches. They're betting big on wearable tech that merges seamlessly with our daily lives. The stakes? Nothing less than redefining how we interact with technology. As a reviewer of AR/VR gadgets, I've long championed Meta's Quest headsets for their affordability and cutting-edge features like hand tracking and mixed reality. But the landscape is shifting. AR glasses are no longer a distant dream. I've already tested prototypes like Meta's Orion AR glasses, which use a neural input wristband to detect finger gestures without cameras. And this is the part most people miss. The real breakthrough isn't just the glasses themselves. It's the invisible tech that makes them work, like EMG sensors in wristbands that read muscle signals to control your environment. Google and Samsung's project Muhan is a prime example of this shift. This upcoming headset promises AI that can analyze what you see in real time, blending Google's Gemini AI with Samsung's hardware. But will it be affordable? At $3,499, it's a direct rival to Apple's Vision Pro, yet its true impact may lie in pushing competitors to innovate faster. Meanwhile, Meta's Ray-Ban smart glasses are already a hit, with tripled revenue for their partner, EssilorLuxottica. But what if the real game-changer isn't the glasses themselves, but the wristband that comes with them? Meta's Orion prototype hinted at a future where a neural band could control not just glasses, but VR headsets and even smartwatches. This tech, which uses electrical signals from your muscles to detect gestures, could outperform camera-based systems in range and accuracy. Imagine navigating your AR interface with a pinch of your fingers, even in low light. It's a missing link in wearable tech, and companies like Google and Samsung are already racing to fill it. Apple, however, remains an enigma. The Vision Pro's future is shrouded in secrecy, but rumors suggest an upgraded M chip and support for spatial controllers. Will Apple stick to its high-end strategy, or will we see a more affordable version next year? And what about Valve, the gaming giant that hasn't released a VR headset since 2019? Whispers of a new Deckard headset that works both standalone and with PCs could redefine what PC VR means. Here's the elephant in the room. Are VR headsets even the future anymore? While companies like Sony and Meta still rely on them, the trend is clearly toward glasses. Meta's CTO, Andrew Bosworth, hinted last year that VR is a harder fit for generative AI than glasses. But that could change as mixed reality headsets evolve. Smart glasses might be the first wave, but the next generation of AR/VR devices could blur the line entirely. So where does this leave us in 2025? The answer isn't clear yet. We're in a transitional phase, with scattered pieces of the puzzle still falling into place. But one thing's certain, the future of tech is coming for your face. And I, for one, can't wait to see what's next. What do you think? Is the VR headset doomed to become a relic, or will it adapt to stay relevant? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's debate the future of wearable tech together.